Hey, this is Sean. I wanted to take you down the rabbit hole of generative AI that I just went down when I built my AI ghostwriter. So I want to share some learnings, and then I want to actually show you the ghostwriter that I've written, and you can see for yourself how well this thing works. So first of all, I've tried multiple different ways of doing this. I tried this in a custom GPT with ChatGPT's paid GPT-4 subscription. I've tried this just in the GPT-4 chat, the standard interface. I've tried this in GPT 3.5, tried this in Gemini, both the paid version and the free version, and I've tried this in Claude, and I think I tried this in Bard as well. So what I've found is that the best experience that I've had, the closest that this has come to actually following what I'm telling it to do, comes from when I use ChatGPT 4 in the chat interface. I was hoping that I could actually just write a GPT-4 and really tried that and went pretty far down the road with that and really just couldn't get it to follow the instructions that I was giving it consistently. And so I gave up on that, went back to using the chat interface, tried this in all these different places, and what I really found is that GPT-4 has been the most consistent about following instructions. Now, that is a paid subscription. If you do not have a paid subscription and you want to use this, try this in your own AI. I don't know how well it's going to work. I can't guarantee that it's going to work, and I've seen it not follow the instructions that I've given it in other AIs. GPT-4 seems to be the most consistent about actually following them. But worth a try. If you have a subscription to something else, definitely try it in there. I'm not suggesting that you go out and buy another subscription, but that is my experience. The other thing I tried is, so I'll show you the actual prompt that I'm using here, and you'll be able to download it from my website. But I also tried interacting with ChatGPT to ask it to build me a prompt. And so to back up here, again, I'm trying to build an AI ghostwriter. A ghostwriter understands your style and your voice well enough to actually mimic it and write something that sounds just like you. So I asked ChatGPT to do that, to actually create the prompt that I would be able to use for ghostwriting. And it came up with something actually pretty close to what I had programmed. It's not programming, but this is prompt engineering. But it came up to something fairly close to what I had built. So I'm fairly confident that this is a good way to go if you want to do AI ghostwriting. So I want you to go to effectivedu.com. That's my website, effectivedu.com. And then at the top right, you're going to click into Thoughts, and that's going to take you into the blog section. And you're going to click into Invisible Ink. And that's our friend, the little ghost with a quill. And you'll scroll down, and you'll read this, hopefully. And you'll scroll down, and you'll see that there's a mailing list subscription. I do want to, if I'm going to give this away for free, I do want to at least know who I'm giving it to. So please go ahead and fill that out, and then hit subscribe. It'll reload that page, and then it'll show you these two prompts. Takes a second. And if you go back down to that same place, you'll see that there's now two prompts there. Invisible Ink Prompt 1, Invisible Ink Prompt 2. So Prompt 1, fully interactive, is it's sort of an optimistic way of saying it's going to ask you a whole lot of questions to try to understand who you are and what your writing style is and what you need from it. Prompt 2, custom to you, means when you grab this prompt, you actually need to customize it. So you're going to, instead of copying and pasting prompt 1 directly into ChatGPT, you would copy and paste prompt 2 into a text editor. And then you'd go ahead and modify that to include writing samples from you, a description of who you are, things that you might want it to do. And you're going to customize that to the point that you'd be able to copy and paste that text and actually save a lot of time if you're going to use this more than once. I'd suggest when you get started, just try prompt 1, and you can literally copy that, go to ChatGPT, and then paste it right in there. So that was part 1, which is just how to find the prompt and what I was doing with this thing. Part 2 is going to be the actual prompt running, prompt 1 running in full. And part 3 will be how to customize the prompt 2. So hopefully those numbers aren't too confusing, and I hope you'll use this and let me know how it goes.